This is our Western edition. Good evening, I'm Jeff Glor. We are going to begin with a decision that has major implications for the future of the Supreme Court and the nation. Justice Anthony Kennedy said today he is retiring after 3 decades on the High Court. Kennedy, who is now 81, held the swing vote in many memorable 5-4 decisions, siding with liberals in legalizing gay marriage and refusing to overturn Roe v. Wade. He joined conservatives in striking down a handgun ban and allowing corporations to spend as much as they want on political ads. President Trump is now expected to move to cement conservative control of the court. Here's Jan Crawford.
And Justice Kennedy is a star.
The president was formally notified in a letter delivered to the White House. After 30 years on the court, Justice Anthony Kennedy would retire.
And I'm very honored that he chose to do it during my term in office because he felt confident in me to make the right choice and carry on his great legacy. That's why he did it.
A key swing vote. The 81-year-old's retirement gives the president the chance to turn the court more solidly to the right for a generation. Democrats warned of a fight.
People from all across America should realize that their rights and opportunities are threatened.
But firmly in control of the Senate, Republicans said a new justice would be on the court by October.
We will vote to confirm Justice Kennedy's successor this fall.
The bitter divide was in stark contrast to the gentlemanly justice who sometimes crossed ideological lines.
I am today announcing my intention to nominate United States Circuit Judge Anthony Kennedy.
Nominated by President Ronald Reagan,
I, Anthony Kennedy, do solemnly swear.
Kennedy was confirmed unanimously. He sometimes sided with liberals on key social issues, earning him a reputation as a swing vote.
I hate that term. It has this visual image of these spatial gyrations. The cases swing, I don't.
His defining legacy will be gay rights. He wrote all the major decisions striking down laws banning homosexuality and legalizing same-sex marriage nationwide, writing that same-sex couples were seeking equal dignity in the eyes of the law. But far more often, Kennedy was with conservatives. He wrote a sharp dissent in the decision upholding Obamacare. And while he refused to overturn Roe v. Wade, he allowed restrictions on abortion rights.
All right, so Jan, now as we head into this nomination fight, who are you hearing are the possible candidates?
Well, I mean, Jeff, the president has a long list of potential contenders. He said he's sticking to that list, but there are 3 primary frontrunners. They're all federal appeals court judges: Brett Kavanaugh, Raymond Kethledge, and Amul Thapar. He would actually be the first Indian American on the Supreme Court. President Trump interviewed him for the last vacancy. There are 2 others who also were interviewed by the president then, William Pryor and Thomas Hardiman. I think they're probably less likely, but all 5 have sparkling academic and legal credentials. This will not be a fight over qualifications.
And so, but Jan, it appears much of this fight in Washington is gearing up to be all about abortion. Explain that, and how do you see that playing out?
Right. And right now, there's one justice we know of for sure on the Supreme Court who would overturn Roe versus Wade. That's Clarence Thomas. We don't know how the other 3 conservatives would vote. And, you know, this is bigger than this confirmation fight. You've got 2 liberals who are, you know, in their 80s this year. So Democrats are going to say that abortion is in the balance with this nomination, and this could affect future elections for years to come.
Yeah, you talk about the court changing for the next generation. Jan Crawford at the Supreme Court. Jan, thank you so much.